What is up, everyone? This is SwordKings90 as a return of the Sci-Fi event for Pewdiepie's Tube Simulator for the year 2026. We are in version 2.76.0. If you have yet to have that update, be sure to manually download the update through Google Play or the Apple's App Store. So without further ado, let's go ahead and jump right in. That the music you're going to be listening to should be warp drive carefully. It's very upbeat once the drop hits. Now, well, looks like my music stopped. Is it going to be good? Okay. I think it's good now. Sometimes it will do that. For whatever reason, the recording just sometimes goes haywire. Alright, moving on from here is that we're going to go ahead and see that we have 12 or actually 13 days at the time of this recording to enjoy this event. So nearly 2 weeks. So be sure to get your daily tokens from your quest, the Puzzle minigame, the Sponseagle gifts of course, and the Craniac minigame so that you'll be able to get all the rewards you see on the screen. Now, we have 4 brand new item track rewards to get, and then I have a lot of premium boxes since I've already collected every single one of the mask rewards. So if you have yet to get them, it's going to be random from person to person, and once you collect them all, then it's going to be a random item related to the item pack itself, so you get a free item from there. Now, let's go ahead and move on to customizations. That I still have the Cuteness Overload event, so let's go ahead and see what we got. That we do have these mask rewards currently, that you have a Metroid helmet, you have an alien just injecting eggs to your mouth, then you have goggles that has a bit of computer screens everywhere, so holograms, then you have another alien, then you have Martians from Mars, then you have a Daft Punk helmet, which I absolutely love because it's also animated. Then we also have another hunter type of helmet, then an alien, a little bit of a planet right there. Then you also have a mecha pilot, then you also have steampunk with some goggles or aviator goggles, then also a top hat, then you have Saturn, then you have another alien in a jar, the Death Star, then you have another type of, I cannot remember what this is called on top of my head, but you just have another type of futuristic helmet, then you have a cranium dome, then steampunk toaster, then you have Apple and as well as Skeletron. I think Skeletron? I think it's a different name. I cannot think of it right now. But you have them from Turbo Kid. Alright, I was right on the money with Skeletron, so that was good. Good memory right there. And then you get the item, or at least the helmet, the Tron helmet from the shop itself. That's the last item you can actually get. So let's go ahead and move on from here. Now we're going to go ahead and go to other types of customization. I don't think we have anything for props. And then for the chair itself, we have this space chair, which is also having different colors, which I absolutely love from a different update. Then we also have a little bit of a Sci-Fi keyboard with the RGB keyboard, so this is the one that you want to get. And then for the desk, what we got here is that we have a little bit of a energy core fuel pod. I have no idea what it is at this point. And then for the monitor, you have 2 different ones. One of them is recent, and then the other one is a flat RGB type of monitor that just doesn't exist, but we're going to go ahead and go with a little bit of the scientific one right here. Look at that, it even actually glows. And then we're going to move on to the wallpaper, is that we do only have one, if I'm not mistaken. It's going to be the transparent one. Scrolling further down, it's going to be, where is it at? I do not remember what level it's at. It's going to be further down, if I'm not mistaken. There you go. That you have this one right here. And then you also have the flooring that actually complements it as well. So scrolling further down, and oh, I just went past it. There you go. And then, well, we don't really have anything for the background. Actually, we do. I just keep thinking about the stars in the skies, and just I usually use that anyways. But even then, you still have that one. It has a little bit of a pattern going on in the background. Apparently, that one makes it futuristic. And then, if I'm not mistaken, we do actually have some VFX that just complements it as well, because we have the hexagonal type of going on here. Just look at that animation, which I'm not going to have it for the video because it's going to be a little bit too distracting. So I'm just go ahead and go clear it out. I'm pretty sure that's it for now for the customizations. Thank you, Sponseagle. And then we're going to move on to the items here. Oh wait, the wallpaper. We saw the Cuteness Overload wallpaper. I'm just going to go ahead and leave it blank just because it makes it easier to look at the items. Alright, and then moving on, that we're going to go ahead. I don't actually have anything for the shirts, do I? Actually, we do. I completely forgot about the shirts. So, there you go. There we have the Tron shirt. Then, we're going to go to our items right now. That we're going to go to the Sci-Fi items. That we have a chair, a futuristic chair with this one for like Star Trek or something like that. Or that could just be one giant egg for whatever reason. Then, we have a little bit of collaboration with the Mini City event, which you could call it Mini City 2.0. Then you have some rows right here, just a lot of them to look at, and as well as that we have intersections. So you can make your nightlife type of city with this one, with a little bit of futuristic items like the street lamp. Then you also have a table, a simple one at that, nothing much more. Then a little bit of road blockage right here, you just can't pass go. Then Area 11, which is a reference to Area 51, of course. Then we have hover cars. So we have the first one, then we have the second one right here. Then we have some lights, just simple lights that just glows. So hexagonal going on right here. That we have blue, then we have turquoise, then you also have green, and or actually that's purple. There's green right here. Then you have soldier number 1, and then you have soldier number 2 on the bottom right here too. And then we'll go ahead and move on. That we have a little bit of a launch pad so you can make your music with this one. Then you have a lot of lasers. Simple as that with different colors. So if you want to make a half and half room, you can use lasers to make a divide. Then you have some trapdoors or hatches. Then you have a bit of a table. It could be a table, you can put items on top of it, or it could just be a cooler. Then you also have a scientist or a doctor, however you want to look at it. Then a hologram tuber with this one as well. Then we also have a turret, a simple one, just weaponry going on here. Then we also have some aliens, so a little bit of a blob type of deal. And then you have a little bit of a brain in the jar, so let's go ahead and take a look at that real quick. That is maxed out. That's one of the things that is kind of bad about maxing out items, that you have to go to a different menu to look at it. So there you have it, there's a brain in the jar, so there you go. Then let's go ahead and take a look at the other items since we're already right here. So we have a germ, and then you also have a little bit of an eye like Big Brother looking at you. Then some soldiers, just a lot of them going on here. Then some more lasers onto the ground, so just make some more lights and pathways. And then we have a little bit of PCP pipes so that you can make yourself a little bit of a lab or machinery. Just there you go. Then you also have a little bit of, I would call it, it's not really a vending machine, but it's a little bit of some shelves to have your items just be stocked up in there too. Then you also have a little bit of computers. Then another type of flames, just power source with this one. Then you also have a talisman type of deal that's also an energy core. Then you also have some weaponry. This is kind of like a video game reference that you can just pick up a weapon from the ground. Then you have a door that's closed or open. Then you have a key card, so you can make yourself a little bit of a level per se. Like you have a little bit of a boss that could be guarding the key card. Then you also have some more walls, so you could actually make yourself a little bit of some rooms. Then you have a bit of a beam, a little bit of a, I would say, what would you call it? All I know is Beam Me Up Scotty. That's the only reference I can think of. And then other references, speaking of, that we do have some Star Wars references. Then you have R2-D2, you have some window to the great outdoors. You have a bit of a warrior with a little bit of a lightsaber. Then you have a stormtrooper reference with this one. Then you have a warp drive. Look at that. Or a portal, actually. Then you also have a little bit of Edgar and Maya as a little bit of Robo-Pugs. Isn't that plain adorable? Then you also have Thanos, or not really, but you have the Infinity Gauntlet, so you could be Thanos. Then you could also be a cyborg. Here's a cyborg tuber. Then you also have a microscope for your lab. So there you go. I keep placing items down by accident, but at least you get to see them. Then you also have a bit of some steampunk going on with this one. So you got a little bit of just tubers 1 and 2. Then you also have a car. Look at that, a nice vehicle to look at. Then you have a robot, a steampunk robot. So there you go. And then you also have a bit of a glider, so you can actually travel if you wish to. And then you also have, where's the dog? Where'd the dog go? I'm pretty sure that's one of the item tracker rewards now that I think about it. Okay, speaking of, we have aliens, so a little bit of Star Trek reference. Then you also have an X-Wing, very nice indeed. And then you also have a teleport pad. So there you go, 4 different tubers to look at. Then you also have a xenomorph, just a simple one at that. Then you have a T-Rex that's also a cyborg. Just, it's gonna be even more menacing. Then you also have some more computers onto the wall here. Then you also have another type of window to the great outdoors for cyberpunk. Then you also have a Robo Kitty, just a cute one at that. At least you don't need a little litter box with that one. Little litter box. It's a bit of a tongue twister. Then you also have a maid that has a creepy little smile with that one. So you better be careful. Just don't turn off the lights. Then you also have a kitty. Look at that. It's a shelf with some eyes and nose and of course the ears, and it also blinks. Just give it a few seconds and then it's gonna blink. But even then, it's just so plain adorable. Okay, there you go. Then you also have more steampunk. So there you have that. A little bit of jukebox. Then you have the plague doctor ready to go with the syringe. Then you also have the dog. There you go. That's the one I was talking about. So nice boxer. Then you have some steampunk pipes, and then some steampunk outdoors. And then you also have some more references to Turbo Kid. Oh, I thought you could stack them, but you have the warp, or a little bit of a safe, or it's a fast travel. There you go. I was correct when I said warp. Then you also have Apple right here, so there you have that. Then you also have a Marauder, just one of the menacing ones. Then Skeletron himself, there you go. And then, oh, I placed him down already. I keep doing that. For whatever reason, I just cannot press buttons correctly. Then the man, the myth, the legend himself, we have Turbo Kid. Then we have a sign for Turbo Mega Corp. So there you go. You want to know where you're at? There you go. There's this giant sign. And then you also have a bit of a closed doorway. And then, well, just pretty much you can't really go through there because of the lasers. Then you have a little bit of some pads here too. That's also different colors. Then you also have a bit of a VR headset, which could be used as a torture device. As you can see that he's just screaming. Or maybe he's actually just watching something scary. Who knows? Then you also have some walls or a little bit of some advertisements, so it's very nice to look at. Then you have an alien, a literal alien for the Sci-Fi event. Makes sense, right? Then you also have some display cases here too. And then you have a tiny UFO that also has a cow there too. And then you also have some carpets. That's a little bit of galaxy or galaxy carpets. You know, I don't know how to describe things anymore. But you also have a tree, a little bit of a galaxy tree type of deal. Then you also have some thrusters right here so that you can actually make your spaceship go. Then you also have a bit of some orbs, just simple ones that has different colors to look at. Then you also have a doorway, so you can just go from one lab to the other lab or just one room to another room. Then you have a little bit of a Martian alien brain in a type of capsule. Then a hologram table that has ones and zeros. Then you also have a germ. Look at that, a literal germ. That's funny because that's the only reason. Side note, that the only reason I know that's the germ is because of Jimmy Neutron. So that's kind of funny how a cartoon teaches you things like that. Then you have a little bit of a travel tube. If I'm not mistaken, a tube. Yep, there you go. There's a tuber in the tube going up. All right. So that's all the item check rewards that you're able to get, the Craniac items, and then you have the item packs themselves. So let's go ahead and take a brief look at them. Now we have the Frontier pack and the Far Away pack. At the last Frontier pack, it contains 25 exclusive items. They don't give XP, but these are not the XP you're looking for. And then Far Away pack, that they don't give you XP, but they'll help you boldly create rooms that nobody created before. So $550 each. So let's go ahead and take a look at them right now. I accidentally backed out of the menu. So the first one, we have ourselves a little bit of a wormhole going on here. Then you also have a spaceship. So there you go. And then you also have another robot. Just at least this one looks more friendly. Then you also have a little bit of some pads right here. This could be a warp pad if you wish to have it like that because it turns on and off. So it makes sense, right? Then you have a little bit of an electro ball. That's just very colorful at this point. Then more aliens to look at, especially that you can actually see the guts. Then you also have one of the scientists looking at the computer, so there you go. Or it could be the doctor as well, looking at all the lab results. Then you also have a bit of a guard as well in a mecha suit. Then you have a little bit of a hologram globe. Then a little bit of Robo Doggo. It's just an adorable one. Then you have I don't even know how to speak anymore. You have the police car. That's the last item on the first pack. That is also animated with the siren lights. But if you happen to be in the top rooms, or at least in the 100 rankings for those top rooms, then you'll be able to get this trophy. So you're gonna have to wait till the theme pops up for the sci-fi theme, and then try to do your best to get to the top 100. Now to the second pack, we have a billboard. Oh, let me see. Let me go ahead and put this back here. So a little bit of billboards onto the actual building here. Then you also have some buildings here. So it's kind of like Mini City 2.0 as mentioned earlier. Then you have a bit of a centerpiece going on here. Then you have a little bit of a fireman or Tron going on here. Then a bit of some police cars, police hover cars. Then another centerpiece, more for the city too. I guess you get to see all the updates and news going on. Then you have a little bit of animation going on with the hover car, so it looks like the city is moving. Then you also have a colonial ship going on here. Just you can live in it and you can travel to where you want to be. Then we have giant mech fighters going on here, so you have just, it kind of reminds me of Autobots and Decepticons going on here, just something like that, or Gundam for that matter too. Just lots of references to think about. let's go ahead and take a look at the pixeling that you're able to get for the event itself. So we're going to go ahead and go to the X with eyes. That the first original one is going to be Asimo. This one's Prisma Asimo. That gives you a subscriber boost in the gaming category and view boost in the science category. Then scrolling further down, we'll go ahead and take a look at regular Asimo. That's going to be in the golden category. That it's going to be right here. It's in alphabetical order, so I don't know why I'm having difficulty looking at them. Then another one that they've been added recently, it's gonna be, well, Kazoo. Let's go ahead and look at them right here. Or Kaizu, depending on how you want to pronounce it. And it's gonna be in the crystal category if I'm not mistaken. That it's gonna be a floating alien, so there you go. There's also a Prisma form, which I have yet to get. I need to actually get them. Let me see, let me double check. I'm pretty sure, no, I don't have them. Okay, so there you go. I need to get Prisma Kazoo, and then, well, there's regular Kazoo. Where'd you go? Floating away? Okay, there you are. He floats. And then we have Asimo that has different, well, I'm getting distracted. I need to zoom out a bit. But, well, Kazoo floats around. So there you go. Just, that's how he does. Then we have Asimo that has different looks, a little bit of idle animation that has different emoticons going on right here. But you can get to see all four of them once you actually get them. And once the event is over, you can still collect them, so no fear of missing out with this one. Oh, look at that. Asimo is saying hello. Isn't that adorable? Alright. So I've already covered the Mask Wars. I've already covered the items in the shop. The, well, item packs. What else am I missing? I'm always thinking I'm forgetting something, but the only thing I can think of right now would be looking at Edgar and Maya when it comes to the event itself, because they have their very own costumes. So let's go ahead and do that real quick. I'm already maxing out items little bit by little bit. Sure enough, I'm going to max out all the animal categories, and then we'll move on to the next category. So there you go. Get those beetles. And then Edgar and Maya are then in their own very Tron suits. Isn't that adorable, especially in the background? So there's the purple suit, and then we're going to see Maya in a blue suit, if I'm not mistaken. Well, let me go ahead and just keep doing this real quick. Don't be shy now. There you have it. There is Maya. That is just plain adorable. And with that, that is everything I can show you for the Sci-Fi event for the time being. Up until the 4 brand new item track rewards, I just gotta collect the tokens to be able to show you guys next time. But let me know what you think about the Sci-Fi event in the comment section below. Do you like it? Do you not like it? Are you going to participate in the room events? Are you going to build yourself a very futuristic city? Just let me know, and out of everything I've shown you, which item or decoration or customization is your favorite? But sadly, this will be the end of this video, so if you enjoyed this video, found this video to be entertaining and as well as helpful, then be sure to give this video here a like to help support the channel and the videos here on YouTube. And if you're brand new to the channel and want some more videos, content, and live streams in the future, be sure to subscribe, hit that bell notification, turn on all notifications to not miss out on future content, and last but not least, hopefully that you Pewdiepie stupid cities names was in the comment section below. Have more friends, have more followers, have more gifts, have more people join the network, have more fun playing the game every single day. As we can continue to update this game every month. But until next time, I've been Sci-Fi. Have a great day, everyone. Stay safe out there, and then as always, I'll see you guys next time in a new video or live stream.
Forget your last betray. I'll never forget.